Good morning, students. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful time. This is your coding teacher, Mr. Yinka, and this is our second video recording on App Inventor. And in this video, we'll continue from where we stopped. The last program we are writing, in the last class, I was able to introduce you to the App Inventor coding environment. So I tried as much as possible to explain all the blocks and what each one does. So, but in this video, I remember we wrote a program. We wrote a short program for a login page to an app, and the second screen is what we're about to build now. And what we'll be building, trying to share my screen now. On this second screen is the calculator app that we are meant to build. I remember that we started it in the class. I've gone far, and that's why I'm doing this. So in this video tutorial, we'll be building the second, that's the calculator app. We'll design the interface. We'll write code for all the buttons that we're going to use for now. That's the plus, the minus, the multiply, and the divide. I'm trying to start my emulator. It's not starting, so I'll do what I've always done and go to my task manager, look for abd.exe, and then stop it. This is the guy. I'll end it. Done. And then I'll launch my AI2 starter again. Oh, I'll just launch my emulator. Okay, it's coming up. Oh, not two, this one. So my emulator is coming on. Oh, I have to wait for it. I don't know what might happen if I decide to cancel this. So let me wait for it to come up. Emulator started, okay, waiting 19 seconds. Okay, it's coming on. So what we're going to do now in this video tutorial, I'll start with the design of the environment. We have done the design in the class, so there isn't much to do. So I'll be moving fast with the design. I'll be moving very fast with the design. Why the code is where I'll really take it slow, even though we have already written the code. But for the sake of those who are just joining us, even though I'm moving fast, I will try as much as possible to explain all that I need to explain. Not leaving I'll leave no stone unturned. This is me waiting for my emulator to come on. While that is going on, let me hide my video to avoid distraction so that we can focus on what we're doing. It's almost up. So while this is gone, let me go to screen 2. All right, now for the screen 2, we want to design the calculator, and most of you have seen the calculator the way it is. So There's no point going beating about the bush. But let me try and see if I can just show you, notice, just show you where the document app inventor, reading my calculator. I'll show you the interface. Show you the interface. Just the interface. Just the interface. Okay, all right. This is the interface. Now you see the interface. We have a label box here. We have a text box inside horizontal layout. Two text box to make it align horizontally. And then we have a table layout. And then we have our buttons inside. And then we have another horizontal layout to align the results and the text box for the results. So that is the layout. And the first thing I want to do is on my screen one, I want to name my screen one, my calculator, my amazing calculator. Now, okay, you can see it as it's showing here, my amazing calculator, my amazing simple calculator. Simple, because it's a simple calculator. Let me just capitalize this. Good. Oh, sorry. Simple. All right. So the next thing I want to do is align everything center here. So by the time I'm dropping my components, I'm not bothered about where they are landing. They're landing at the right place. My label box, what's the caption on the label box? Enter your number below. Enter your numbers below. So enter your numbers below. In the text box below, you can put in the text box below. When we want to make it bigger, say 20, let's say 20. Okay, it's not displaying properly. It's 18. 18 is fine. All right, if you check on your emulator, you see, okay, I don't like that 18 then. Let me go down to 16. So emulator show you the real life thing, what you're going to see. So the next is our layout, horizontal arrangement, because we want to put two text boxes there. Go back to interface. I bring out the first text box, put it. Bring out the second text box, put it inside. So I have my two text boxes. Let me see how to show on the layout. Is this something I like? Okay. Okay, I think this is good. All right, this is good. Now, my int for my text box. Let me change my int for my text box. First number. First, enter first number. Enter first number. That's for the second. Enter second number. And let's see what that does. It's loading. See, enter first number, enter second number. So that's what int does. And then the next is our table layout, table arrangement. Go back to my interface, bring out my 4 command buttons. I'm going to scatter it. Here's my button 1. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. and start all over. First button, second button, third button, fourth buttons. Then my first button is my plus. Second is my minus. Third is my, that's fourth, is my multiply. And third is my divide. And then I told you I want to make it equal size. First make it 18, 28, 28, 28, 28. Then this size, I'll make it 50 height, 50 width. Pixel, 50. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, and my width, 50. I've explained what pixel is, so I don't need to go over it again. And then finally, my results. So I'll go to layout, grab another horizontal scroll bar, go back to my interface, grab a label box for results and the corresponding text box for that results. Now, let me make it center. That's for this. And my label, okay, this is what I want to make center now. Center, center. My label, I change the caption to answer. I make it bold. Font bold, and answer will be here. Let me see from my emulator how it's looking. It's trying to synchronize with the program. I've done a lot of design, so it's trying to catch up with it. It's affecting each properties. That's why it's coming up and off. But then I like to wait and see before I move because I think I'm done here. Let's see what I have. Okay, okay, it's fine. Except for the few parents thing. While I'm waiting, I can just effect that now. I'll click on this. I'll go to the width, change it to few parents, okay. Here too, here to as this horizontal with few parents. Then okay, it's fine now. Okay, I think I will have to stop this emulator and then start it all over again. I want us to actually see this emulator. What we are doing is not much, but it's nice if we see what we are working on. We're waiting for it to come on. I'll pause this video. Okay, so I paused this video to not to bore you with the unnecessary waiting while I launch the emulator again. So the emulator is back up. And what I'm seeing here, I think I like it. It's okay for me. So I'll just go back right into the code. So we go to the block environment. And like I told you the last time, we have inbuilt blocks, plus inbuilt blocks, and then we have blocks that are attached to the components that we are using. Before that, I just noticed that I didn't do something, the renaming. So let me rename my tools appropriately. I'll leave this label 1, or let me just call it LBL message. I said LBL is label message, or I can put an hyphen in between. Label for message. Okay, underscore, it can contain, let me change it to underscore. Here, text box for first number. So I will name that txt first number. Name this txt second number. I'm using a camel case where each word is, they are joined, but the first sentence is capitalized. Button, this is the plus button, Abby. All right, so if it's the first button, BTN plus. This is the minus, right? BTN subtract. This for the divide. BTN divide. It will really make sense when you're writing the code if you have named it like this. BTN multiply. Now, okay. OBL results. Answer. TXT answer. And I've told us in our last class that the difference between a label box and a text box. A label box is used to display message. A text box is used to accept input or display results. So, all right, now let's go to our block environment. And we can see everything is showing properly. Now, the first thing we want to do is to write our code for the plus. Click on the plus, you will see button plus click. There's no need going over all these blocks. I've done that before. I've done that in our last class. So we'll just be making use of them. All right, so when you click the plus button, what should happen? It should add the content of the first number and the content of the second number. And the content means the text on it. And then it should assign it to the answer, isn't it? Now, how it's going to be, part of how it's going to be is that, let me see if I can bring out this too. Good. Whiteboard. Let's see my whiteboard. Accept. You don't sign me in. I hope this works because I really want to use it to do some writings. If this is not working, let me share whiteboard from Zoom. Okay, so I want it to be answer, which is C, to be equal to A plus B, where our C is the answer. Answer equal first number plus second number. So that is how it is. Now, for us to do this, let me go back to, okay, my screen is still being shared. For us to do this, we have to pick the answer because the answer comes first. That's text of the answer. Now we look for, this is text background, text enable, text font size, text height %, hints, multi-lines, number, text. Now we have two texts here. We have this text and this set text. What this does is that it sets, that is, it assigns whatever is after it or whatever is joined here, it assigned it to this text. What this does is it gets, that is, it collects the whatever the input there. Now, because we are using answer, we are getting everything from content A plus content B. We are assigning it to C. So we use the set C, that is make C to be equal to what? A plus B. Now, A plus B, which is, we have to get our math to get our plus joiner here. So, and then we'll get what is in the first number, second number. First number, we are looking for the text as well. Now we are getting what is inside that text. So we use the get, this get.text. Make sure it's text.text, not .number, only or anything, dot text. Print text, first number, go to second number as well. Second number, plug it. So can we just test it now? Let's put a number here. Let me put 7. Put a number here, put 9. And then I hit plus. Now I get my 16. Get it? So 7 plus 9, 17. Changes to 98. I hit the plus. Give me 105. So it's working. All right. For us to do that of the minus, we go to the button minus, self-subtract, click the click event, just like we did here. We pick our text answer, set text answer, set text answer, text color, text. Then we pick, go to our maths, we pick our minus, we pick our text box 1. Let me duplicate. Text box 2, let me duplicate. Yes. Now, the minus. Let's test it. Let's test it. Let me just hit the minus. Minus 91. This is working. Let's go to our multiply. I'll just duplicate all this. I'll change this to, okay, test answer. All I'm changing is bringing this out. I'll get my multiply. Here, here. And then I'll trash this. And then I'll change this from subtract to multiply. And for the divide, I duplicate this as well. Change this to divide. Leave this, bring this out. Get my divide. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug this in. And I trash this. And then we are done. So can we test it? Yes. Multiply, divide. Let me make it something that is divisible. Let's leave it. Divisible, 100. 10. So my plus will give me 110, minus will give me 90, multiply will give me 1000, divide will give me 10. So it's working perfectly. All right, so let's see what you can add to it. Can you try as much as possible to add other buttons for other operators? Let's see operators that you can add. You can add something, compare, which is greater than. That, okay, this is exponential, sorry. You can add square root. You can add square root of the answer, or you can just add any of these modulus. Modulus is the remainder after dividing. The remainder after dividing, yes. So you add other operator, you can play around it, add other buttons to do other, perform other things. And then in the next class, we'll talk about how to, okay, you can add text to speech, you can make it talk. If you can, let's try and do that. Let's try and make it talk. You know, during the summer school, what we did is that we made it talk. So let's see that, because our aim is not here. our aim is to build a complete functional calculator. So we'll do that as we progress. So, but suffice for now is what we have done. And I will see you in the next video. See you in the next video. Let me stop sharing. All right, guys. So that is that about today's project. I'll see you in the next video. I hope this video has been informative and educating. And I'd like to thank you for watching.